All right, I do not want to distract you from the show at all.
Good.
But those of you, this is more of a risk than the camera thing. Those of you who heard us talking about Nicole, the girl who posts the most, who was the most. I'm trying to be Me Too world here.
I'm gonna let you hang yourself.
No, you could do it because you said off the air that if you weren't married and when you were younger.
I would still say
Nicole.
if there's a cloud on the horizon of her relationship, I don't even know if
She
she's in
can
a
come to your
relationship.
grave and visit you.
You're saying like if you weren't married and you were younger.
I don't even
Anyway,
remember
Nicole,
saying
who
that.
I am
used to
married
work
and I'm
here,
old, and
and-
give me a ring, girl.
And we know that she likes us because she stayed in touch.
She's
Right.
fun. She's very smart.
She used to work for
class act.
the Austin Trends.
No, she worked for Culture Map for a
Culture
while.
Map.
She worked here.
Anyway, she was understated. That's what I'll say. And so I said, hey, let's do a fancy schmancy makeover for you. And she agreed. And she was not a girly girl. She was naturally beautiful, but she wasn't into bougie things.
At
Anyway,
least not around
we
here.
have reposted. God, I'm fat. We have reposted her pictures on the front page of KLBJ FM. And we're going to probably look at them now.
Those are the before picture, but there's a whole
Mustache looks great in that one.
That she's going to kill you. Yeah, but that still looks great.
no. But go down, scroll down in that
I'm
page.
not.
that you're looking at.
I'm going through one at a time.
But there's a whole different bank of the
I
makeover
understand,
pictures.
but I'm looking. I never saw these. This is she owned a bunch of flannel. This is her room.
Yeah.
I never saw this.
I did.
And then
I
she
did
had-
once.
She has a Nerf. She has a Nerf gun. It's her and her dog.
And her boyfriend.
But it's not even fair because she's one of those that doesn't have to wear makeup. At
No,
all.
she didn't need the makeover. There she is,
Rollerblading.
Okay, all right. Enough of these. And then this is where it starts getting sexy when she's on the hood of a car. She's underneath the hood of a car working on it. Did we do any boudoir shots? Oh my goodness!
We have some fashion shots.
I
but
didn't
they're
realize that.
Did
was
you say
up.
faption?
fashion,
Why didn't I
said.
Why didn't I put that one up as a memory on my
If
Facebook
I was
page?
young and single,
You are. All right. Now where am I going to go?
Go to that back behind the page, behind that picture there, where the page you were on.
Okay.
Our site is pretty
Good.
clunky.
It's great.
Keep going. There,
Oh, the makeover pics.
Right.
All right, here we go. Stuff she would never wear.
Looks fantastic, though.
Am I block? Hey, you okay, Dylan? Can you see over my head?
I kind of like the flannel. Just kind of.
I don't remember.
A little
I
bit.
don't remember anything but that garage shot. I
I don't
really
remem-
don't.
I don't remember
I don't remember
these.
any of these because it wasn't natural for her. Really. Well, whoever. Oof.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Whoever finds. Oof. The yellow address, everybody.
What are we doing? Yeah.
Those noises.
I just know she's
She
going to hear this 2 days from
never
now.
wore that much makeup in her life.
She's going to hear this on Friday.
Good. I hope she's held up.
Oh, yeah,
No.
I think she.
I saw pictures of her recently. Old, wrinkled, saggy.
See, I wanted though. We did
down
more,
to her knees. They are.
This is like 17 magazine. I wanted to do boudoir, but she was a coworker, so
Yeah, that sucked.
sucks.
It's not too late.
She refused to do nudes. This damn company.
I put my wife's boudoir shots up there.
Did you?
Okay.
Does
well,
boudoir
here we
mean
go.
bedroom?
I don't
Yeah.
know.
Boudoir,
It's French for
bedroom.
sexy bedroom or something. I don't know. Now you got me wondering what it means. It's got to be bedroom.
Boudoir. Hey,
Hey,
we're thinking about putting some, some crown molding up in a boudoir.
boudoir.
It's spelled Boudior. It means. It actually means humorous.
A woman's private room. Whoa. A woman's private room.
French for a woman's private room.
Can you imagine being back in the day? There was so much money because there was no middle class. It was just
Yeah.
upper class and lower class. So if you were in the upper class, if you were a woman, you just had private rooms. Can you imagine having I don't have any private rooms.
Hold on, I think we just need to do a Google image search.
Now
of
be careful.
boudoir.
Now we're on the cameras here.
Yeah.
Do you know the French word for a man's privite room? It's le portable.
Was that like a Wednesday joke?
Now, what are you going? Are you looking?
I'm just looking at boudoir. Period. There's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
Ain't nothing
The
fancy.
thing, here's the problem. When you put in boudoir, because of the guys who are quote-unquote photographers, you're always going to end up with that photo that has the rose, the one glass of champagne,
That is my
feathered
bit.
boa.
That is my bit.
The
That is my bit.
I went to go get headshots one time at a dude's house, and his
had all that
whole
stuff?
house was just decorated. And he was his wife. He was very into taking pictures of his wife. And she would. Do you remember R. Crumb? Do you remember what kind of woman?
I have a Crumb.
Do you remember what kind of woman, the shape of a woman that R. Crumb was into?
Chewy like it.
This
Oh,
dude,
yeah, I've seen
no, this was even.
if Robert Crumb was alive today, he would be immediately canceled. I loved Robert Crumb books. I may have touched myself to Robert Crumb books, but no, I did that years ago. My first wife met a photographer, and I do that in quotations. And this was the mid '80s, and it definitely was a champagne flute.
Yep.
And roses and Nagel prints. And then it segued like when we did the first Rock Girl. No offense, but
none taken.
she
man.
had to
None
have
taken.
a picture of herself taken with a guitar. And I just was like, why do we? It's not. We get it.
We get it. We're a rock
When
station.
when my wife goes on cruises, she usually just goes with her girlfriends, whatever.
Right.
I always insist that she take one of them, the Vaseline lens photo with her, with her hand like this, and then the one rose and the champagne. And we have a collection of like 8 or 9 of them.
That's great.
They're awesome. We got them in a hallway, and they are chef's. That, and then I also like the old-timey photos, you know what I'm talking about, where you dress up like you're in the 1800s.
I like there's the ones where there's like a picture of you mid-shot, but it's a black background and there's a profile.
Do you remember that one that we took, Bob?
There's 2 images. Yeah, I just ran into it the other day.
Bob and I took one where I'm on my belly, I think.
Yeah, and I'm resting on your back.
Oh,
yeah.
I guess I wasn't invited.
And you've curled around me, and
You were at the poker table.
Yeah, you were. Yeah, I don't know if you remember on our cruise. We never saw you. You were gambling the whole time. But
I've got pictures of me and Gosling like that.
Yeah, we took. Bob and I took romantic photos on the boat.
Walked off the cruise with all my expenses paid and $600 in my pocket from poker.
There you go.
Hey,
I walked
no
off
friends.
the cruise with a photo of my
No
buddy.
memories.
But no memories or friends.
I did. I hung out with my friend Tim, who took a beating for me once.
When's the last time you talked to him?
We text a lot.
When's the last time you texted him?
It doesn't matter when I text.
I guess
him.
it does.
I feel him in my heart.
Guess what? I talked to Bob about 2 seconds ago.
Did you?
Yep.
I'm just talking.
See him every day.
Chewy.
Don't talk to me.
If I may borrow about 3 minutes of your time, as I've mentioned, I've been going through just my hoarding of memorabilia and things like that, and it's all scattered everywhere. And I know why I saved tapes. And on this one, it was the girl who hunted me for 10 years, and she's on there going, I know what you're doing. She knew me. She's like, you're all holed up, just listening to me right now. No, that's not it. So that's why I saved these. But this one tape that I went through, and I heard this cringy moment that you're going to hear in a second, I realized that I'd gotten out of my first marriage.
Mm-hmm.
My old man, on the day I called him crying when I found out what was going on, and my old man, when he was sober, was hilarious and very wise. And he said, well, Dale, congratulations. You just became the most eligible, he said eligible, the most eligible bachelor in Austin, Texas. And at the time,
Well, he didn't know Charlie Sexton.
At the time, I probably went, Daddy, that's not what I want to hear right now.
I think he knew Bob Schneider.
He didn't know George DeVore.
But it wasn't consciously.
Hey, Dale, we're not done with
we
the
got more names.
Your dad forgot a lot of names.
John
at that time.
Lockhart. He didn't know John Lockhart.
Yeah.
He didn't know. He didn't know Bob Fonseca.
Everyone you've mentioned so far. You forgot Cody from Reckless Kelly.
Yeah,
everyone
right.
you've mentioned so far. They have whatever diseases I have because we were Eskimo buddies.
I know.
Can't say that anymore.
Okay, go ahead. Continue.
So I didn't consciously think that, but I guess I didn't want to get hurt anymore because right after I got married, I got back together with a girl I went out with in college, and her marriage was freaking out, and my dad died, and she dumped me, and it was just subconsciously. I would find the smallest thing wrong with a young lady.
Also, if they started liking you,
I didn't. Yeah.
You was that
It's
Woody
the old
Allen
Woody-
quote? I couldn't
be a member of a club that would
had
accept
me as a member.
would accept me as a member.
Right. So you had a little bit of that Woody Allen thing going.
Yeah. So
in my opinion.
today when I'm trying to find this cringy part, I said I'll put together and just cut out some of the beeps. There's a lot of beeps in there. This is a chronological, with the exception of this guy.
Dale Dudley, extend the courtesy of returning my call collect.
With the exception of that guy and my friend Guy, who ran Markham Electronics, and then there's some guy named Chris, and we must have been hanging out like crazy. He's like, "Hey, call me. We're going out tonight."
Oh, that sounds
and
familiar.
I can't remember. I think he worked here. This is literally, I think there's only one edit here between girls.
All right, I'm going to turn
and
my
then
I want to
this
listen
is
to
the
this.
one I don't care if you jump in on, but you have to wait for the other one. All right, let me see how my editing and my sound. Boy, you can't believe how much sound reducing and hiss I took out of these things. So here you go. Here's tape number one. I call it Girls, Girls, Girls.
Well, you're right. I didn't show up, but that doesn't mean we still can't get together tonight. Give me a call. Jordan, bye. Hey, Joe. It was great. I thought about you the whole time. Jordan, give me a call. Bye.
No, I have no idea who Jordan is. We continue.
Hello. What are you doing? Hello? Dad? Are
Doug.
you there? Okay, Dudley. Adios. Dudley, this is Jacqueline. I was inviting you to go see a movie with me tonight. It's early so that if you make plans, maybe to go out and go
These
play.
are literally within 24 hours.
You could still do that. But I'm very interested as soon I can't remember the name. Shakespeare?
I finally heard it. I edited this today, and I had no idea what she was, and I remember Jacqueline. Jacqueline was one that got away. She just said Shakespeare. Was that Shakespeare in Love?
Probably.
That early? In the 90s? Early 90s?
Yeah.
No, she wanted to know if you wanted to go see a show at Shakespeare's. There was a girl that was going to get rammed by a manager on a high top
After
table.
hours,
yeah,
yeah.
it was a big show. You could buy tickets for it or whatever. You didn't go to that show?
Oh, really? You
Yeah.
know how old that girl would have been?
Well, that was the creepy
She
part.
would have been 11 years old.
Yeah, that was the part
That's
that
what I
made the
tell my
tickets so
wife when
expensive.
she hears this
you had to
stuff,
get your tickets
she'll
from
go-
Wayfair.
She'll go, "You were such a slut," and I'll go, "You were 11. What was I supposed to do?
Wow.
Sit around waiting the whole
Sit
time?
around waiting for you, or go over to the elementary school?"
Yeah, you had the decency to wait another 10 years before you.
But Jacqueline was gorgeous, dark skin,
Where'd you
long,
meet her?
dark hair.
Was this
I don't
a
know.
Copper Tank?
I just remember. I don't think we. I still can't remember if we went there. I just remember we were at Zilker Park one night when you could just go park at Zilker Park.
Yeah.
And the windows were fogged up, and we were rolling around. And then I thought of you because I went to her house, and her bedroom was just disgusting.
What?
And I thought, I can't live this way.
what was wrong with her
But
bedroom?
she was so nice and so sweet and good looking.
Oh,
And she even said she even said you could go out later.
women
So
would
that
go
if
to
you make
bed.
plans, maybe to go out and go play, you could still do that. But I'm very interested as soon I can't remember the name. Shakespeare?
I don't think she says Shakespeare. What is the movie she's saying? Call us in a minute.
If you'd like to see that, one of the early shows, like, the early o'clock shows, so you have some time to go out and have fun, give me a call, 444-7038. And if not, have a great time.
Don't call her. I don't think she's at that number anymore.
Bye.
Never know.
When you wake up, I'll probably be over there by then, and see if it's something you want to come to. I don't know. You may call and I'll say, yeah, this isn't happening, but but they're real fun people and everything. I think you like them all, and so the number again over there is 4.
She introduced me. She was invited. I know who that is. I think
That's kind of a smoker voice.
that was your Aunt Cleo. She said and
No,
everything.
I think she was a little older than me, and her brother was a professional baseball player in the majors. Okay,
Oh, Enos Cabell.
now
This is what the feminist movement was all about.
I am about to play for you.
All right, this is the one where we can't interrupt. There's going to be a pause, so we need to let it happen.
Yeah, and just leave your mics hot,
Okay.
and I may have to leave the room at some point.
Oh, God.
This followed the last message you heard.
All right, here we go.
Those of you who don't know what answering machines are, the tape sometimes when you would pick up would keep rolling, and you could even hit a button and make it keep rolling. This one cuts off. You ready?
Yeah.
Oh, here goes.
Okay. I've built it up too much. Here you go.
Nothing at all.
Nothing at all.
What's going on?
Just doing my work for the week.
What are you going to do?
My computer work, huh?
So what are you going to do?
I don't know. What are you doing? Huh? What are you doing?
Nothing?
You not do anything?
I'm not sure what's going on.
I'm not either. Glad you said that. I don't think I want to go out.
Well,
Want to come spend the night? You want to come spend the night?
maybe.
And then it cuts off.
Dirty Mac.
That was a hell of a strategy. I was going to say you were trying to play the long game, but it wasn't very
There
long.
wasn't even effort though in it. You're like, oh well, I don't know. I don't think I want to go out.
Or not.
I just want to plow you so you stop calling my answering
I have
machine.
no idea who it is either.
That
I have
pause is
no
letting her know.
idea who it
This
is.
is all you're getting.
It sounded like Elvis. a
It
little.
really was a pause that said, look, I'm not interested in dating you. I don't want to go
No,
places with
no.
you. I don't
wanna
want
be
to have
seen
any kind of
publicly.
social scene with you.
Listen.
But if you want to come over here and go to Plowtown, I'm willing to do that. But the thing is, you couldn't even offer Netflix back then.
Minimal
You're like,
effort.
You were like,
Your Honor. Objection.
what, Your Honor?
Your Honor. Objection. That is conjecture. Sustain it.
Oh, sustained.
Your Honor.
Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, I think you can tell by listening to the tape that there is no conjecture whatsoever.
Sustained.
Sustained.
Conjecture.
Approach. Both of you guys approach the bench.
No, Your Honor.
Yeah.
I would like to submit
Yes.
that Mr. Beauregard here did not listen to the full tape. The name of the tape.
It is the only. It's only tape that is supplied to this
The
court.
name of the tape is nothing at all. The problem is, you listened to all of the tape except for the first 2 seconds. I submit to the court
Sustained.
that the invitation for copulation happens in the first 2 seconds of the tape. We will play again, and I will turn it up very loud. Is that a bad Seinfeld?
Rusty has some
supposed to be
papers for you to
night court.
sign.
Okay. Hold on. Listen close to the first of the tape.
Okay.
This is what I'm talking to Chewy when I told him about clues. Listen.
Okay, let me listen.
Look in my eyes. This
Okay.
keyword is wet. Come take a dive.
Seriously, listen to this. Ready?
Okay,
All right.
okay.
Listen. Shh. What do you hear?
I hear so far nothing.
Yeah, it's not playing.
Am I supposed to be hearing an invitation?
You're supposed to be hearing something. Hold on. The volume went down on the actual tape. Okay, now it's going to probably be way too loud. Here you go. Listen.
Nothing at all.
Do you hear the young lady in this inflection? Nothing at all.
You asked, what are you wearing?
No, I may have. But I also may have said, what are you up to tonight? Because we were
Right.
supposed to go out that night. I could go, what are you up to? And she could have gone, nothing. No. She goes, nothing at all. That is an obvious invitation for relations.
Right.
It is.
Yes.
You, look, there's no part of me that argued in court that you were not
Phone
allowed.
topic.
Well, she thought you were going
Phone-
to take her out. That's why she said that.
Topic. Phone topic. Girls. Guys, I don't care who calls. Do you think that that this woman was calling for a booty call? I didn't call her.
No one's
You
arguing
were
that she
gaming her.
wasn't.
Yeah.
You're getting defensive. I'll tell you what's happening. What I'm saying is she may have thought, oh, I'm going to get to bone with Mr. Dale Dudley tonight and was all excited. But in her mind, she probably thought there would be other things like, I don't know, maybe a plate of San Antonio squash at Threadgill's.
Yeah.
Something
Maybe
something else
some
there.
plastic
Here's the
seafood.
thing.
It-
But
You can tell.
Yeah, maybe she thought you would take the plastic crab claws.
You can tell that I have a comfortable relationship with her because I'm not sing-songy and kissing her ass. I'm like, hey, what are you doing? I'm just doing work. I'm being myself.
Here's
right?
what we can tell. You
just
have
woke
no interest in this woman, but as you thought about it in the silence, you're like, Well, I guess
No.
I don't mind getting a DS
No,
tonight.
I
Good
was
for a
waiting.
romp.
She
Play
woke
it
you
again.
up.
She played it again, Your Honor.
512-834-0937.
She
One
woke
more
you
time.
up. You were a napper.
Ladies, I want the ladies to tell me.
Play it
I'm
again.
sitting there doing my work, and she says I don't really want to go out, which to me is another clue that she wants to come over. So I go, I'm glad you said that. Oh, man, I can't believe.
Okay, here it
First
again.
of all, I can't believe what a horrible Texas accent I had, and no wonder I didn't go to. And then how much I slurred.
You want to come over and I can take you to
However,
Plowtown?
David is not a woman's name.
Well, I don't really want to go out
Okay.
either. You want to put your heels in the air?
There are clues in here.
You wanna
And
put
I
your
don't
ankles
even-
near
I don't
my
even-
ears?
and I wish I knew who this was. Okay, we will play it in its entirety
Oh,
one
maybe
more
it was
time.
the supermodel.
Here we go. Listen,
no,
one more
this is
time.
before the supermodel.
No, he would have been excited.
No.
No.
This is
He
somebody.
wasn't even excited about the supermodel.
This is somebody he met at Antone's or something, or
No.
Paradise.
This is someone I've obviously been going out with.
Somebody disposable.
there you go. It does. You do sound. It sounds disposable in your voice.
We had a plan to go out. She said, I don't want to go out. Ladies, 512-834-0937.
You're not gonna- yeah,
What does
okay.
David know? Go find out what David knows about. No, you need to hear this.
Okay.
We're close to the break. We're at the break.
Yeah, we're at the break.
What?
Nothing at all.
Nothing at all.
What's going on?
I'm just doing my work for the week.
Oh my gosh.
What are you gonna do?
My computer work, huh?
Or she a real big
So what
fat
are you
person?
gonna do?
I don't know. What are you doing?
I should have brought her voice up a little louder, shouldn't I?
Huh? What are you doing?
Nothing?
You not do anything?
I'm not sure what's going on.
I'm not either. Glad you said that. I don't think I want to go out.
Well,
Want to come spend the night? You want to come spend the night?
What are you?
Not
sounds
even-
like you
what did
didn't
she
want
say?
it.
What are you? What are you
not
saying?
Even, not even you want to come
I
spend the
hear
night.
spend the night.
Want to come spend the night?
What did she say right at the end?
I don't know. Let's back
think
it
she
up. a
says
little bit.
maybe.
Here we go.
You want to come spend the night?
maybe.
God, I wish it didn't cut off there. It really does.
All
All right, ladies, we want to hear your opinion. David, I'll hear your opinion. We got to go to
Dude.
break.
There
There you go.
But he's like,
Does that not encapsulate?
I'm
though,
glad you
when you're
said you don't want to
dating?
do anything.
Or do booty calls not happen anymore?
dude,
No,
you were,
they happen, but it's almost like there's a little bit more.
You had to-
What's the word I'm looking for, Bob?
I was comfortable with her, obviously.
No, dude,
No.
it sounds like you were like, I don't think I want to do anything, and then she's like, well, and you're like, ugh.
Well, if I have to.
All right.
No,
well, you thought about
it's
it for a while, and you were like,
obviously
would I rather have sex with this woman, or would I rather just go to
It
sleep
is
or stare at the wall? And
obviously
you had to think about it for a while.
Mike, camera on me. This will be up at 7 o'clock.
Mike.
It's
You know that song
obvious.
BAP?
It's obvious
That boring-ass
oh my
P word?
God. It's turn my own mic up.
Idiot.
It's fudge. It's obvious that I'm comfortable with this woman.
You got.
It's obvious we've been together before.
She's probably very comfortable. She's probably a little thicker than you used to.
I don't know who it is. I've racked my brain and my ball.
If this is
We
you,
gotta
give
go.
us a call.
It's obviously.
Go take the call. We have two people who call in, Deb and David.
Oh.
Five. I want to hear from the ladies. You can rake me over the coals if you want. 512-834-0937. We'll take the calls when we come back. I'll play it the last.